Everything that's old is done. But everything that's new, that's us.
It's getting real juicy.
It's amazing.
Voices defining a generation.
You grow up thinking the world is all roses and bunnies and things like that, and literally, and it's not.
The most impactful commentary.
I am taught to protect women and children and die for my country. These are the types of things I'm taught. Sure, I put my life on the line. Sure, I could have died that day or whatever, but these are the types of things that come along with being a man. At least I would have died with my honor.
Real news, real lives, and the juiciest conversations.
Noni. it's really juicy.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studios in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here are your award-winning hosts, Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Did I do a good job? That
Hey,
was good.
world.
Everybody,
Truth Nation.
everybody shaking their head. That was my best impression of Noni Juice. Should I have did it in her voice?
Yes.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What's happening, Truth Nation? This is Kyle Wallace. I am not Noni Juice, nor am I Ben Jammin, but I am Kyle Wallace, filling in for Noni Juice and Ben Jammin here on Jammin' with Juice. And I'm excited to be joined by Miss Kayla Lewis Allen.
Yes. Thank you. We are here. We are filling in.
Yes, Miss Full Circle TV.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So Full Circle Television is a digital media platform that my husband and myself, we founded. We have a
Family business.
Yes, a family business. We have a show called Relationship Goals, the series where we discuss the highs and lows of familial, platonic, and romantic relationships.
Oh, wow.
So we be getting
Platonic,
into-
huh?
Yeah, platonic
I used
relationships.
to date a girl who used to talk about platonic relationships all the time.
She wanted to keep it there?
No, not with me. Just with, she was just talking about people. It's platonic. It's platonic.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was cheating on me or not.
You got to check on that.
Yeah, well, that was in the past. I moved on. I'm in a good place.
Good. That's good to hear. So, how is your week going? Are you ready for Thanksgiving? Are you prepared to go into this week?
Yeah, I am excited for the holiday because, I've been in a battle recently with my own weight.
Yeah.
Like, I lost a lot of weight during the pandemic. I mean, you could say bro all you want, but I have been. Listen, I lost about 30 pounds during the pandemic. You know how people put on weight in the pandemic?
Damn.
I lost about 30 pounds during the pandemic. I got on the scale, I think I was 213 as of April of 2020. And by the time I got to my birthday around June, I got down to under 200 pounds.
Was that intentional?
Yeah, it was intentional.
Okay.
Because I saw somebody say, I lost this amount of weight doing this. I said, well, let me follow that diet. I ended up getting down to like 176.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, but now your boy is, I get on the scale at nighttime. I'm like 198, 199 right now. I'm like, dang.
Stay off the scale. Stop looking at the numbers.
No, I definitely stay on the scale because I'm trying to figure out where it's at. So that's why I say when I think about the holiday season, I've been tipping that scale because I haven't been 200 pounds, which it is what it is. It ain't the worst. I mean, I think I look fine. But it's just that mental block. I haven't been 200 pounds in almost 5 years, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it through Thanksgiving.
Listen, I'm ready for Big Back season.
Oh, yes.
I am ready for Big Back season. I am ready for all of the food, all of the desserts. I feel like this is the time where you could just indulge as much as you want. You can eat, fall asleep, wake up, eat again, and ain't nobody judging you.
That is 100% true. When you said Big Back season, I'm ready for Big Back season as well. I just got to be okay with being a big back, which is okay with that. I'll be good with that. But 800-990-3776, oh, my goodness. 833-212-1017. You know what, Zach? I ain't gonna lie to you. Thanks for calling me out on it. I can't find my phone, and so I'm looking around, and I went into the mind zone. That number is the different number, but 833-212-1017. That is the Truth Talk and Text line. We want you to chime in on the conversation because we're going to be talking about the holidays. We also going to talk a little bit about this Drake and Kendrick stuff going on, but we definitely want to start with the holidays. But also, you can watch and stream us live on YouTube right now. Go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Click Watch Us Live now. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and you like it, and make sure you also subscribe to us on YouTube at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Now, again, I'm being joined by the wonderful Miss Kayla Lewis-Allen. She's excited for the holidays.
I am.
I'm excited for the holidays. But there's something about these holidays that we discover we kind of got some beef with some folks, right?
Man.
Because we grew up, I'm a 90s baby, and I grew up with some great traditions. My grandma, my grandpa, and my other grandma on both sides, the family came together. My mom and dad's side, they all came together. So I grew up with all my family together, 50, 60 people in the house. We all eating good. We all enjoying the holiday. But things have changed. Kayla, have you kind of seen a little bit of a change as well? How did you grow up celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Same thing. So both sides of the family didn't get together, but my family traveled. So we would leave from Milwaukee and travel 8 hours to Ohio to spend time with my whole entire family. So my mom and all her siblings would come together. My grandmother and all her siblings would come together.
Love that.
It would be a huge thing, like a huge shebang. Like even if they lived out of town, people came in town for Thanksgiving. And I'm really starting to see that change. And I think maybe it's because grandparents are passing on, or, sometimes we're getting older, we're getting married, and folks have to go with their wives or their husband's side of the family. So they're not coming to our side of the family anymore. And that's kind of sad because I'm missing those traditions.
It is sad. And like I said, I grew up with a great holiday where I had all my family come together. We ate great food on the holiday. We got to celebrate. We got to laugh. We got to watch football on Sunday. Now you get a little basketball around that time. We got to enjoy the holidays all together as families. And when I thought about this and how things have changed, right? And I always try to look at, Kayla, why did it change? How did it change? And how did we get here? And you know me, I just call it how I see it, and I don't sugarcoat it. And I'm just going to say this. This is a call out of baby boomers.
Yep.
And this is a call out of Gen X. I'm a millennial, you're a millennial, right? We the next generation. Y'all dropped the ball, and y'all failed us when it came to continuing on the family traditions that we had from our families of the past, our grandparents of the past, our great-grandparents of the past that kept the family together. That's what it is. So baby boomers and Gen Xers, y'all failed us, and I want to know, why did y'all fail us? What were y'all doing that was more important than keeping the family together? Because I think me and Kayla didn't know each other growing up at all, but we both had something in common where the grandparents really felt like it was important that we all came together on the holiday. And that just wasn't for my family. It was her family and many of our families. And I want to know why baby boomers and why Gen X did not prioritize keeping the family traditions going. Because I look at my holidays now, I got my aunties on my dad's side, they live in different places. Yeah. My cousins on my dad's side live in different places. I look at my mom's side, my auntie live in different places. My cousins live in different places. My other auntie, she got kids who live here, but they go do other holiday stuff as well. And so it's hit or miss, right? And so we went from having 50 to 60 people to my mom talking about, Uncle Bill, he got a small turkey. We just get a small turkey for this year because it ain't gonna be a lot of us, and we're gonna be moving around anyways. I'm like, dang, this ain't even a gathering. This is just going over for dinner.
How do we get back? Like, how do we bring it back? Like, how do we bring it back together? If it's not Big Mama bringing us together anymore, is there a family manager? Is there somebody that want to take on that role and say, hey, you know what? I'll host at my house this year, and we're going to do it big, just like we used to do it at Big Mama house. Like, is there anybody that you see that is willing, or are you willing? You're about 34 years old.
Yeah, you put my age out there, right?
Yeah.
Am I willing? That's a good question. Am I willing to bring the tradition back? Because for me, I am one of those people who are, I like traditions. I'm sentimental. I come from a family of hoarders who never like to throw anything out. So I'm trying to break the family tradition with. I'm trying to break the family tradition, or I shouldn't say it's not a curse, but I'm telling you, my parents don't throw nothing out. I mean, I can go over there, I can find something from 1995, but I remember this. And so for me,
don't try to throw it out either.
And so for me, when I think about the overall family traditions and overall, am I going to continue those on? Am I going to be the one that picked that up? I don't know. I don't know if I'll be the one that picked that up because of the fact that it seems just to be a lot of work that go along with it.
Okay.
But I didn't drop the ball. You know what I'm saying? I think right now when I look at my cousin, I got some cousins who are Gen X. So when I look at my cousins who are Gen X, you know who you is. Maybe y'all need to take the ball and run with it. Because the baby boomers right now, my parents are boomers and they getting into their 70s, they getting into their late 60s, right? Late 60s. You know what? They can also pick it up too. They can also make sure the family come back together.
Mid to late 60s, Kyle.
Yeah, that's not old.
mid to late 60s.
That's not old now.
I think that at this point, they should be able to put their feet up and just rest and come over for Thanksgiving and be served for Thanksgiving. I feel like I'm at the age now, I'm 35 years old, and I'm at the age now where it's time for me to start hosting. It's time for my husband and I to
so
start
you ready
hosting.
for the transition, huh?
I'm ready for the transition. I'm ready to bring in new traditions. But what I'm not ready for is that turkey. I don't think that I am ready to be responsible for that much meat. I am not ready for that. I could do all of the sides. I could do all of the things, but the turkey I am not ready to do. So I'm gonna still lean on the Gen X to, bring the turkey
now,
in.
Kayla, do you want the PC cow? You want the nice cow, or do you want the
Give it to me.
Or you want the kind of stuff pop into my head and I just say it? Cow?
Say that.
I could be controversial, and I try not to be controversial. But the first thing that went through my mind, I'm a traditional man now, Kayla. I told you this.
Gosh.
I'm a traditional man. You know what I'm saying? So, there's some things that, I believe in roles in the household. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear you say...
If you're going to do it, then do it.
No, exactly.
If you're going to do it, then do it.
So I thought I have a significant... I don't have a wife yet.
Okay.
But one day I plan to, I can say some slick stuff, but it's all in love.
No, give it to me.
If Kayla, if you're gonna host the Thanksgiving, you're gonna have to get the turkey. You're gonna have to cook the turkey too. I know one thing.
We're gonna get the turkey from Popeye.
See, even though I heard them turkeys are good. I would say, listen, we're gonna have to do the whole shebang. You said shebang, you gotta do the whole kit and cadoodle in the shebang. You can't just ignore getting the turkey now.
I hear you.
That's the one I don't want to make it about this because us men is trash. I'm gonna say millennial men are trash. We really are.
Give it to us.
Yeah, what I need for millennial men to step up to our roles when it come to grilling and cooking out, because I don't grill.
So y'all can fry the turkey. That's what, you know what?
Okay, I get that, yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
y'all
teamwork.
Can fry the turkey, yes. We will do all the sides, the women, if we talk about traditional gender roles.
Okay.
I am willing to do all the sides. That's how it works in my household. I do all the sides, and my husband does the meat.
I like that, because for me, I'm a traditionalist, and I'm traditionalist like 1950s, 1960s, when the woman was still making the turkey. So my baby girl knows she ever gonna take over, for the old heads. She gonna be making that turkey. She ain't gonna be talking about, you think no, baby, you gonna do it. We gonna do it. But
I
also
got
the fried turkey, that's a good idea because again, I'm a traditionalist, and a lot of times my uncle used to fry the turkey once or twice for Thanksgiving, but he was the one who was frying. There are some men like my uncle and my grandpa. I'm talking about traditionalists. My grandma didn't cook. My grandpa did. My grandpa on my mama's side did all the cooking.
Where did he get this from?
TV.
Right. My grandma didn't cook. It was my grandfather.
She sure didn't cook. I ain't gonna lie. My grandma, she was a queen. Queen Bee, we called her.
Oh, come on. I like it.
833-212-1017. We are talking about the holiday tradition. Myself and Kayla, we are millennials, and we grew up with great family traditions and great family memories of having the family come together on Thanksgiving and having 50 to 60 people in the house. And it seems like as those matriarchs and patriarchs of the family have passed on, all of a sudden the traditions have gone away. 833-212-1017. And I'm blaming Gen X and I'm blaming baby boomers to see exactly what in the heck is going on. But I want to hear from y'all. And Marlon, you are on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. What's up, Marlon, man? What's your comment?
Hey, what's happening? So, my grandmother, everybody used to go by my grandmother's house, but when she passed away, everybody kind of, family split, and like my cousins are in Atlanta, my sons are actually down in Texas, you know what I mean? So getting together is kind of hard. So I'm a traditionalist when it comes to Thanksgiving and food, and I'll do all the cooking. And so I don't have no issues with cooking and stuff like that. And I like people being together. I like Thanksgiving more than I like Christmas because of the family aspect of it. So I used to fry turkey. Now I grill it all the time. I can make any side that we need to do. I do all that kind of stuff.
Hooking it
except
up.
for sweet potato pie. So yeah, I'm all about that. But when family members pass away, and I think there's a couple things. Those family members used to own their houses. Now people don't really own their houses, and they may not have enough space.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
The other thing is, and I hate to say it like this, is a lot of millennial women don't know how to cook. Millennial men don't know how to cook.
I wasn't gonna say it. That's what I was alluding to. I can't cook. I tell people all the time.
A lot of millennial women.
Yeah. So my sons my sons I think they're Gen Z, millennials, whatever.
Yeah.
And I talk to them all the time, and I ask them how many of their girlfriends cook. And, like, none of their girls cook, none of them. So my one is...
Whose fault is that?
My son's a chef. That part I have no clue. I just know. Yeah, so he does a lot of cooking in the house, but the other two, you know what I'm saying, their girls don't cook either. So it's just like, you know, I don't know who
Marlon,
that is.
I'm gonna be real with you, Marlon, because I do got a question for you. Because I'm gonna be real with you. I moved in with my lady recently, and that was something where I had to adjust to, you know, When we weren't living together, when I used to go over there was food always waiting for a brother. I get home from a long day, work this food. I'm like, this is wonderful. We moved in together. I came home. I said, girl, you ain't cooked in weeks. The hell? You mean you put some in the air fryer? We had to have a conversation, but shout out to my baby because when she do cook, she put that thing down. I love it. Absolutely love it. And Marlon, I got another question for you. Is your wife, is she Hispanic? Is she white? Because you have a mixed family, correct?
Yeah. My wife is Hispanic.
She's Hispanic. Okay.
She does a lot of traditional Mexican food. But you know, I like to cook, and I've always liked to cook, and
I love that.
I like to grill. You know, I'm like a grill master, so that was my big thing. Is I started frying turkeys, and then I started grilling them, and then you know, I like to cook, and I was always in the kitchen with my grandmother, learning stuff from her and things like that. So yeah, it's just something innate in me.
I love that. We breaking the gender roles. Kyle is talking about gender roles. I ain't
gonna lie to y'all. Trump got elected. Gender roles is supposed to be gender roles. So y'all, I'm telling y'all that now. Y'all listen. That's what's going back. That's what they going back.
I'm so happy to hear a man in that kitchen. I love it.
Thank you, Marlon. 833-212-1017. We are talking about Thanksgiving. We're talking about the traditions, the values that we grew up with, all the traditions that we had, and all of a sudden, baby boomers seem to drop the ball. Gen X dropped the ball. Are millennials going to pick it up and run with it? But then on top of that, we could talk about gender roles as well. Who's supposed to be cooking what? It seems like Miss Kayla Lewis Allen. She got it figured out in her household because she understands what her king and we understand what his queen need. Mm-hmm. I'm a following them footsteps because it looked like they got it figured out. But we want to know what y'all got going on. 833-212-1017. That is the talk and text line. This is Jammin' with Juice. All you juicy jammers right here on 1017 The Truth.
Don't touch that dial. You are Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to our 1017 The Truth YouTube channel. Coming with straight truth.
The majority of rich white families and rich white people got rich off of slavery and have that same money today in their families that they hand down. It's not that we don't want to work. We weren't able to start businesses back in the day. So when you are able to start a business and we can't, and your family business goes from generation to generation and ours doesn't, whose fault is that?
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
What's poppin', Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, here for my friends at Steinhafels. And guess what? They have some huge deals going on this week. Steinhafels' biggest Black Friday sale ever is happening right now. Take $100 off every $14.99. Plus, get a $100 MasterCard for every $14.99. Or choose Steinhafels' 0% 60-month financing. Save big on all the best mattress brands and find Black Friday doorbusters like recliners for just $199 and hundreds more in-store and online at steinhafels.com. Steinhafels Black Friday sale, 1 week only.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because their home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote from an agent at amfam.com. Products are not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating companies American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Al Keith, CEO of Milwaukee College Prep. This Giving Tuesday helps shape the future of Milwaukee's youth. At MCP, we believe every child deserves access to a high-quality education, one that unlocks their potential, empowers their dreams, and creates leaders for tomorrow. Your donation supports the tools, resources, and opportunities that make this success possible. Join us in creating brighter futures for Milwaukee's youth by donating today. Visit mkeprep.com/Giving Tuesday to donate.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat. Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys.
Truth Nation, everyone's favorite holiday tradition. We talk about holiday tradition. One is Black Nativity by Langston Hughes returns for its 9th annual musical production celebrating the power of the Black family. It runs for 1 weekend only from December 5th through December 8th at the Marcus Center's Wilson Theater. Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth tomorrow as we will be giving away a pair of tickets to see Black Nativity on every single show. Yes, every show will be giving away a pair of tickets to see Black Nativity tomorrow, which is Wednesday, November 27th. To purchase tickets to see Black Nativity, visit blackartsmke.org. This is Jammin' with Juice on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. No Ben Jammin, no Carrie Noni. They are celebrating their holiday early. So all you Juicy Jammers, you have Kayla Lewis Allen and you have myself, Kyle Wallace, here holding it down.
We here. We here when we talking Thanksgiving.
We are absolutely talking Thanksgiving. On the other side, we talked about traditions that we used to have for Thanksgiving that have kind of just dissipated and gone away as the elders have moved on, and nobody really picked up those traditions and ran with it. And 833-212-1017. Miss Carolyn, what are your thoughts and comments on the conversation?
Well, first of all, we have dropped the ball because our holidays just surrounded around our Christian beliefs. So families will get together to celebrate, being thankful for the things that God had did for them, bringing in the harvest and things as that such. So that's what we used to be doing. And as far as the baby boomers dropping the ball, no, baby, that wasn't us. That was our children, because I brought my children up in the home where we sat around the table and we ate dinner together every single day. Holidays,
that's right.
We were together. Now my kids are grown. So they're out there doing their own thing. They're the ones that's not getting together. I get together. Me and my brothers and sisters, we're in our 60s and 70s. I travel to be with them during the holidays.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I appreciate that, because you remind me of my aunties and my basically my auntie is my mama, because my uncle, he a little bit younger, and my other uncle passed on. But I absolutely love hearing that. Are your children, are they millennials or are they Gen X?
What do you call the 30-something?
That'd be millennials.
Yeah, that's us.
We dropped the ball, Miss Carolyn.
That's us.
Yep. Yeah, I did. Because I taught them all how to cook. Because my mother was an equal opportunity employer. My brothers, them are the best bakers in the family and stuff. We all cook. I got one brother and stuff. He'll sew your weave in your head. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
I love that. I love it. Miss Carolyn, thank you for calling in. And I mean, maybe I need to look in the mirror. Maybe it's us. Some of us too.
I think it's us. If they drop the ball, who picking it up next?
That is true. Who picking it up next? We'll see if the caller 833-212-1017. The call, you're on Jammin' with Juice. No Ben, no Carrie.
Kyle Wallace, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, the caller. I'm glad to hear from you.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for Truth Nation, for your leadership of 101.7 The Truth, and for just our city and its energy that it has given. A city where my grandmother and her older sister moved to in the early 1950s and left behind many relatives who probably feel exactly the way that you feel 60 years ago. Now think about that. So as how a family event looks to you as a child is one way, but think about the great-grandparents of mine who all of their children moved to this city for a better life, and some of the cousins who didn't come probably saw it the way you see it. Because if you think about it, baby boomers and Gen X generations are of that generation that many moved back south for opportunities as well. So that is the perspective that I look at it. And each family is different, you know, and to be thankful for who and what you have is what this particular holiday is about. And the great thing that your generation has is technology to do as I do sometimes. I have cousins in New Mexico that we do Zooms with, so we are together and can't be separated. Because if you think about it, when it comes to our culture, that's the one thing that they wanted to do with us and did succeed in doing with us is selling our families and separating our families. So I'm going to encourage you and Kayla, what's your last name, man?
Lewis Allen.
Lewis Allen. I just looked at Full Circle for a minute. I'm going to tune in and take in that content, the excellent content you have. But encourage you guys to do some Zooms with the people who you don't have there. And then maybe you could plan an event, Kyle, that has to do with Truth Nation, maybe around Juneteenth.
Oh, I like
where
that.
You bring your family together and everybody brings their family on down to Juneteenth and we kick it, bro.
Be a whole celebration. And shout out to you. Thank you so much to call. Always appreciate you calling in. That's a great idea.
I like the idea of bringing in technology, even if you can't be there. So my whole family is in Ohio, and I'm not there for Thanksgiving. I'm spending it up here with my husband and his family. So, yeah, I could prop my computer up and spend an hour with my family and say, you know, let's play a game, or everybody come to the camera and say something. But, yeah, I like the idea of bringing technology in. Just because we're not in the same spaces doesn't mean that we can't spend the holidays together.
It was definitely something that was utilized during the pandemic for sure.
Yeah. That
That was one of the some of the things that came out of the pandemic that we still can utilize today. And we kind of got away from that, right? Being able to have that family Zoom even on the holidays when we can't be together.
Right.
We can definitely use that. So maybe I hit up my family. I just went to a family wedding about 2-3 weeks ago. Maybe I hit up my fam down there and say, hey, let's try to do a Zoom, something like that for the holiday. 833-212-1017. That is the 1017 The Truth talk and text line. You can get in on the conversation. I'm Kyle Wallace. She is Kayla Lewis Allen. And on the Truth talk and text line, Kayla, Ronnie said, Kyle, I can't with you, bruh. Blame game hilarious. So what's your role if you weren't to blame? If we dropped the ball, are you going to let it roll in?
What you doing, Kyle?
You know, I'm not in a place where I'm still trying to build myself up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in the place yet where I ain't got the house to host like that. Like, I feel like, listen.
We going from blaming to excuses.
Well, I'm pointing the finger at this. Like, maybe the baby boomers did a good job trying to keep it going, but then they passed the ball off to Gen X, and Gen X ain't did nothing with it. I don't know about you. I don't know if you got people in your 50s and 40s that are cousins or siblings or anything like that.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you this right now. All my cousins in their 50s and 40s, they too busy out here trying to chase, especially my ones in the 50s. The ones in the 50s.
They really outside.
They outside trying to chase women. I'm my age. Y'all outside. I'm like, dang, what you mean your girlfriend is 38? You 56.
That's why they can't make the turkey?
That is why they can't.
That is why they can't make the turkey. That is why they can't host Thanksgiving. So if you don't have the space to host Thanksgiving, if we talking about technology and things that will make Thanksgiving better or feel more like a family, you can use Airbnb.
For real, though. They skipped a whole generation. Gen X, I see what y'all trying to do. Skip a whole generation. 833-212-1017. We are talking about family traditions and talking about what happened to the fam getting together for the holiday. It seemed that has slowly dropped off, and based off the people who have called into the show, people chatting in the YouTube chat that you can watch live right now on 1017 The Truth on YouTube, a lot of people are talking about, you know, who's supposed to be picking up traditions. A lot of people aren't saying, yeah, we continue to do it. Most people are saying, yeah, the Gen X are millennials. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But 833-212-1017. Al, you are on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. What are your thoughts on this conversation?
Well, my thoughts is maybe a hello and goodbye see you, don't want to be you. Call me when you don't have to stay too long.
Oh, wow.
Maybe they should stay right where they is. Maybe if you're coming to take 2-3 plates, maybe you should cook in your own house. Maybe I don't want to clean up after you. Maybe I don't want to see you. Maybe I don't want to deal in that ignorance when you open your mouth and you sit up in church praising to the Lord.
Oh, wow.
And even after you leave the church, I still ain't going to like you.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes it's good they should stay right where they stay at, because even if you do bring them by when they close their door, you're still going to talk about them like a dog. So, hey, keep it tradition. You don't need to be here. Happy Thanksgiving.
What family you grow up in? My family, we didn't talk about people when they close the door. We talked about them in their face. We talked about them in their face.
Well, you can do that. You can do that too, but peace of mind is priceless. And just because they're your family, it does not mean that was your choice.
Okay.
And we all know that.
Now, I agree. If you got to protect your peace, if your family is a little bit too rah-rah and your peace is interrupted when you enter into their homes, then I agree. Stay away.
Al, what did y'all do growing up for Thanksgiving?
Well, we used to cook dinner. People will come by. They'll never bring anything. But at this point, hey, I don't need to see you Thanksgiving. I don't even need to see you tomorrow. Don't care about yesterday. I might not even come to your funeral.
Oh, wow.
And this is where it gets rich. Don't worry. Don't forget about those family members who are all about convenience. They're only there when they serve your purpose. So I don't. So if I can't hear from you when you're doing good, I don't want to hear from you when you are doing bad and when you're about to take your last breath. Take it. Don't call my phone.
Take it.
Thank you, Al.
Have a good one.
You too.
That was different.
Take it.
Al is interesting because I love my family. I do.
Yes.
I support and love my family. Now, I felt attacked with some of them because I do show up and get a plate, and I stay though. But
that is not Thanksgiving etiquette. The people she said they were packing up the plates and leaving, heading out the door.
I stay, and then I definitely will take my plate to go at the end. That's the whole point. What you gonna do with all the food?
When are you packing up the plate? Is it after everyone has gotten their plate?
At the end. I stay to the end, but I do have cousins that are popping in.
Yeah.
They know they're gonna eat, talk a little bit, and dip out. But we know that.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go house to house to house. Especially if you got a spouse and you gotta go to their family's house. Like sometimes you got to pop in and pop out.
Pop out and show them, huh?
Yeah.
That's what Kendrick said.
That's what he said.
We're going to talk about that coming up on the other side as well. But so much more with this great conversation, talking about the holiday tradition overall with Thanksgiving and the tradition of the fact that what happened, right? Like we used to do all this during Thanksgiving. We used to always come together. But then all of a sudden it seems like the generation after the baby boomers, I give the baby boomers a pass. It seemed like the generation after the baby boomers dropped the ball. Side note here as well. I was talking to Kayla before my show about this. There's two worlds when it comes to Thanksgiving. So y'all know I do a show on ESPN, and yesterday they were talking about favorite dishes they love for Thanksgiving. And there's this dish they call GBC. I said, GBC? Green bean casserole. That is a staple of every Caucasian Thanksgiving. When I went through my list, they was like, you eat baked beans? I said, yeah. My auntie put some brown sugar in there, some syrup, put some bacon in there.
Beef?
Yeah, exactly. They was astonished. They said, you eat ham on Thanksgiving? I said, you don't?
Honey glazed.
They said, wait a minute, you eat yams? I have sweet potato casserole. I said, oh. So I realized yesterday, y'all, there's two different worlds. 833-212-1017. Marcus, we'll see you. We'll get to the other side. If you have any comments that you want to make about the traditions on Thanksgiving and what happened to the family tradition and who's to blame and how can we pick it back up, make sure you hit us up on YouTube, 1017 The Truth on YouTube, or again, 833-212-1017. We got some tickets to give away, and we got so much more on the other side. Keep it locked. You're listening to Jammin' with Juice. No bid, no carry, but you're here with Kayla, Lewis, Allen, and myself, Kyle Wallace. We'll have more on the other side.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, and his name is wonderful. Adrian Dunn's Wonderful, a soulful celebration, comes to the Bradley Symphony Center for one night only on December 7th. Get your tickets now to experience lots of your favorite seasonal music the gospel way. Emmy Award-nominated composer and conductor Adrian Dunn leads the Adrian Dunn Singers and the Rise Orchestra in a festive mix of soulful arrangements that are sure to fill you with hope and peace. With drums, guitars, tambourines, and plenty of hallelujahs, this festive concert promises to take the entire audience to church and beyond. Adrian Dunn's Wonderful, a Soulful Celebration runs December 7th only. For tickets and more information, visit mso.org or call 414-291-7605.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Registration is now open for Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Microsoft Certification Course. Classes start Monday, November 11th, 2024 through Friday, January 10th, 2025. Join them Mondays and Wednesdays from 9:30 a to 11:30 a with practice times available on Fridays from 9:30 a to 11:30 a. Earn your Microsoft certificate in PowerPoint, Word, and Excel, all with an in-person instructor. Work at your own pace and add new skills to your resume. For more information, visit tmul.org. Hurry, space is limited.
Ready to glow? RN2 Go Medical Services has you covered. With a top-notch team, including a skilled RN and medical doctor, they offer personalized treatments just for you. Feel fantastic with exceptional post-op care, invigorating IV hydration therapy, and vitamin injections. Enjoy advanced skincare, effective weight loss programs, and beauty enhancements like Botox, fillers, and PDO threads. Rejuvenate with PRP therapy and sculpt your dream body with cutting-edge body sculpting treatments. Why wait? Visit Destination Aesthetics, MKE.com now to book your appointment. Your new radiant self is just a click away.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
That's perfect. Okay, mac and cheese up in the oven, grandma finished cooking. Thanksgiving round the corner, need banana pudding. Brought you home to mama, even though you said
Thank you to Associated Bank for being a founding partner of the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. Be sure to tune in to Jammin' with Juice at noon on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday as they interview Black entrepreneurs and encourage you to buy local from small Black-owned businesses on Small Business Saturdays. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member of the FDIC, buy Black on Small Business Saturday.
That was Kayla Lewis Allen, who is in for Ben Jammin and Carrie Noni Juice here on Jammin' with Juice. I am Kyle Wallace, also in for those who are out. We're just having a conversation talking about the holidays coming up and how much we love the nostalgic feel of having family together, but trying to figure out how we ended up falling apart and not keeping the family together. 833-212-1017. We see y'all on the talking text line. We see you in the YouTube chat. Make sure you guys go to 1017 The Truth on YouTube and watch and stream us live. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss any of your favorite shows on 1017 The Truth. But Marcus, you got some comments on Thanksgiving. You are on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, what's up, y'all? So I'm calling too. I think I got to agree with you when you say we saw the shift with Gen X. And my reasoning for that, me personally, I feel like Gen X was that generation where we started to see a lot of it, especially like single families, they started to have to prioritize like income and having to take care of the family. And like, especially from me speaking personally, if I didn't have aunties and all that other stuff, I don't know what holidays would have been, because my mom worked nonstop. Like to this day, she still worked 2 jobs. You know what I mean? So I think that's where we started to see a lot of that shift. And then on top of that, me personally, again, I feel like Gen X was that generation that started teaching their kids, you don't got to deal with people that you don't feel like dealing with. And they started putting that in us. So there's some family members, like the caller that called before, I don't want to deal with you and your negativity. I don't want to deal with you and your attitude. So we us millennials and then the people below us, we kind of mentally conditioned. If we don't want to deal with it, we ain't going to deal with it. So I think that's why we kind of see that shift with a lot of holidays right now.
And that is completely true. I think that we are the protecting our peace type of generation where we're not going to the house if we don't have to. We'll start our own small traditions at home, and we're starting to do things on our own. So y'all, Marcus is calling in. Marcus is my husband, and he is frying the turkeys.
All right, Marcus, you got to send me your recipe.
Grilling the meat. He is doing the ham. He is doing all of the things. But
You're a man, I see.
He's a man. But we have a really good balance where Marcus is on the meat and I'm on the sides, and we don't have a problem with hosting and bringing our family together. I think that is like our core value together as a couple, is being able to keep those traditions and keep the family together. So if we are the host, we in our 30s, that's what we gonna do.
I like that. Thanks, Marcus, man. I appreciate that.
Yep, y'all have a good one.
You too. You know what? I think Marcus in this conversation overall really makes me want to get back to my roots, because I feel like overall, as my family hasn't been, we come together on Thanksgiving and come together on Christmas, right? But everybody, a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I think you asked me earlier, Kayla, am I going to pick up the ball and run with it?
Yes.
When I get a bigger house, yes.
Okay.
When I get a bigger house, yes. As of right now,
that's the contention.
Yeah. And another thing is that I realize I'm gonna need to have a house where I can have space where kids can spill stuff. I had some kids at my house recently, and I'm like, hey, that juice now. Put that juice down. You need water.
Get away from,
I don't want you spilling.
Couch.
Yeah, wait a minute now. Kids is just nasty. I'm like, all right, now don't use too much toilet paper now. Don't clog my toilet. Don't put no paper towels down there.
You got to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I wasn't quite there. I had probably about 8-9 kids in my house.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, they was just running around. I'm like touching stuff. I'm like, man, I wasn't quite ready for this yet. Mm-hmm. But when I evolve and get a little bigger house, then maybe I'll be ready to host. But I definitely do want to keep the family tradition going.
Yeah, we got to keep it going, because if not us, then who? And then our kids grow up and, what is their tradition?
That's
are they going over to their friends' houses?
Real.
How are they spending the holidays? Now, for people that may not have children, it may not be of much importance to them, but it's especially important for my son to have these traditions and be able to go on and pass those traditions down to his children.
I think absolutely. I pressed the button, Zach. That's my bad. I was like, what the heck? I definitely want to keep those traditions going. But 833-212-1017. What a great conversation we had about that. But when we go to the other side, we wrap up here, Kayla. I want to talk about something that's been in the news a little bit with this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef has resurfaced.
Oh, God.
Kendrick dropped his brand new album, GNX, I believe it is called. And recently, Drake has filed a lawsuit.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about two of them things. Is Drake being petty, or is Drake actually standing on some business with this? I want to ask Kayla for her take on this. Is she team Kendrick or is she team Drake? We're going to find out on the other side. Keep it locked. You're listening to Jammin' with Juice on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 101.7 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, You might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Al Keith, CEO of Milwaukee College Prep. This Giving Tuesday, help shape the future of Milwaukee's youth. At MCP, we believe every child deserves access to a high-quality education, one that unlocks their potential, empowers their dreams, and creates leaders for tomorrow. Your donation supports the tools, resources, and opportunities that make this success possible. Join us in creating brighter futures for Milwaukee's youth by donating today. Visit mkeprep.com/Giving Tuesday to donate.
Looking for a fun family activity to get into the holiday spirit? Visit or volunteer for Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive in Grafton on Saturday, December 7th. The event is free and we will have lots of fun activities. Capco is dedicated to bring communities together and has collected over 300,000 toys through Kids to Kids. Join us and WTMJ for a celebration of giving and bring a new unwrapped toy to help children in need this holiday season. Support Kids to Kids. Visit kidstoKidsToyDrive.com.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Hey. Hey.
Yes, I'm giving away tickets right now. Yes, I'm giving away tickets. So Truth Nation, listen up. Now is your chance to win a pair of tickets to see the holiday classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at the Todd Weir Theater at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. Come home for the holidays as the most famous reindeer of all soars off the screen and returns to first stage this season. Celebrating 60 years on television, join Rudolph and friends as they come to life on stage in an adventure that teaches us that what makes you different can be what makes you special. Right now is your chance to win a pair of tickets to take your family to go see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at the First Stage Theater. Be caller number 5 at 833-212-1017. Yes, be caller number 5 at 833-212-1017 for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at the Marcus Performing Arts Center. It'll be a great play to bring a child to at First Stage. 833-212-1017 for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer coming up soon. 833-212-1017, a pair of tickets to see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to caller number 5. So, shout out to all those calling in and winning those tickets. You'll have another opportunity on the Tori Lowe Show to win a pair of tickets also to go see Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But on the other side, we kind of teased it. We talked about going to break. Is this stuff going on with Drake? And Drake is right now he's suing Universal Music, and he's suing Universal Music for basically saying that Universal Music has been pumping Kendrick Lamar's music up, and he was upset that they have been using basically the money that he brought into Universal to help pump up songs like They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. And so a lot of people being on this case right now.
I'm a Drake fan, right?
Oh.
I am a Drake fan. And I believe business is business. If you using my money to boost another artist that's going against me, I got something to say about it. And I'm going to send you a lawsuit.
Yeah, I actually agree with this one. I understand that it makes, and I was going through my group chat yesterday, and they was going in on Drake. They was going in on Drake, talking about the fact that this is Drake over here trying to be petty. Like, Drake, just take your L in peace, Drake. But at the end of the day, like you said, Kayla, business is business.
You got to stand on that.
And you do got to stand on it. When I look at this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, and Kendrick Lamar got this brand new album out, I ain't going to lie to y'all. The album's straight. But it ain't what everybody trying to make it out to be. Like, Kendrick Lamar, he's a good artist. Every album gonna give you 4 to 5 good songs. 4 to 5 good songs.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, he started doing all that yelling like he did Mustard, which was catchy. It was catchy. He was yelling Mustard. But he be doing it on weird songs, supposed to be yelling. And Kendrick's album is okay, but let's slow down the hype train. Let's slow down the hype train.
It put me to sleep.
It put you to sleep.
It put me to sleep.
How did Kendrick put you to sleep? Did you try listening to the new album GNX that just dropped last Thursday or Friday?
I tried to listen to it last night, and by the third song, it was a snooze for me.
Really? So you said Kendrick's a snooze?
It was a snooze.
Wait
for me.
a minute.
Now I am going to go back and take a real good listen and really be able to absorb the whole album in its entirety. But last night it put me to sleep.
So you saying Kendrick Lamar put you to sleep yesterday? So I know you a Drake fan. So are you biased when it comes to Drake and Kendrick Lamar? Or are you really give Kendrick a real chance?
I love music, and the Kendrick Lamar album just wasn't doing it for me.
Man.
So
really?
there's no bias here. I love music. Music is music. So no, there's no bias here.
I do think overall, when we talking about this overall beef, and we had this conversation talking about Drake suing Kendrick Lamar, really, now he's not suing. Let me be very accurate. He's suing Universal Music Group. So he's suing Universal Music Group right now, who he is in negotiations with, I believe, for his next record deal that he's going to have. And he's suing them for basically inflating Kendrick Lamar's plays on streaming platforms overall, talking about specifically Spotify, for a song Not Like Us. And the beef that he has is that they are using basically funds that he brought into the company to inflate somebody who had a rap beef with him. Mm-hmm. And so he said, you know what, hey, listen, y'all, first and foremost, y'all not finna be inflating stuff like that, because that's not supposed to happen, and I'm gonna need to sue y'all for that.
Now, Kyle, do you think that Drake should allow other people to have their season? Like, Drake has been on a run for about 20 years straight. Should he allow people to have their season?
Kendrick always gonna have a season, right? It's not Drake's fault that Kendrick drop albums every 3 years. Like, that's not Drake's fault that he be in a drought. You know what I'm saying? The Sahara Desert. That's not Drake's fault. I think, I do, when I look at this situation, and I saw Drake on the stream, and I love to defend Drake. I really do.
Yeah.
But sometimes on the stream,
he do be a little petty.
Yeah, he do, and it's very unnecessary. It's very, very unnecessary. So I do think he should allow for other people to have seasons, but when you're trying to be the king of the castle on top, sometimes you get mad. And when it comes to this beef, according to the masses, is Kendrick won the beef.
As a Drake fan, Kendrick ate that.
Wow, you think he ate it, huh?
I think he ate that. I think he took that. But that was his last time. And that's why Drake is hitting him with this lawsuit.
Drake said ain't gonna happen no more.
That is his last time.
So my big beef right now is, fine. Drake lost to Kendrick. It is what it is.
It is what it is. I gotta keep it a buck.
I thought it was entertaining overall. I like both the songs, but I mean, when Not Like Us came out, that basically put the nail in the coffin. And I also think the song we just listened to, Turn the TV Off, is another great song off the new album Kendrick Lamar had. But my biggest beef with Kendrick Lamar, and the first song on this new album, he was just talking about, he was storytelling. That's why I like it, because he was talking about things that I can think about. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can picture that. You're talking about
that.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg, okay, yeah, Lil Wayne, okay, I get it. But then he talked about the white comedian that talked about black women. And I'm like, okay, I get that. That's cool. But my issue I have with that is the fact that we had an election.
Yeah.
Where there was a black woman who was the first major candidate to ever be, nominated to represent a major party, a major ticket for president. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what his political beliefs are. I don't. And I'm glad you took a shot at the Gary Owens, even though it wasn't towards Gary Owens. It was towards a dude, I believe his name is Andrew, Andrew Schultz. Thank you, Zach. Andrew Schultz, a comedian who talked about, he made jokes about black women. And so you took a shot at him. But my question is, why were you so silent during the political season? Because there's one thing with Donald Trump, he called Kamala Harris everything but a child of God. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to sit here and use the album and drop it a couple weeks after the election and not make mention of the fact that Donald Trump was talking about a woman who is from the state of California, So representing the state that you're from, and maybe you disagree with her views, but you pick and choose where you want to step up and use your voice. I'm a big believer in, if you believe in something, and you have a platform, you use your voice for that, right? Beyonce used her voice for that. Oprah used her voice for that. Hell, Taylor Swift used her voice for that, right? To help uplift a black woman. Eminem, Magic Johnson, like they all use their voice to uplift a black woman. So for Kendrick Lamar not to be able to utilize his voice during the election season, a vital election season, to support a black woman from California who people question her race, that's why I say I ain't got time for all that. I really don't. I would have wished that Kendrick would have stepped up and used his voice and used his platform when he was hot to help support a black woman and see a black woman rise and break through the glass ceiling that no woman has broken through before.
He could have really pushed that. This summer, it was his time. It was his time. He could have really used, like you said, he could have really used his platform to push that, and he didn't. But then he wants to take a shot at a comedian. Like, something that, I mean, I get it. You don't want this comedian talking about black women and all of that. But, like, come on. Why we ain't go at DT?
For real, though, that's my whole thing. He was real silent about that. So I'm right there with you on that one. Why did he not go at Donald Trump? And so at the end of the day, I respect Kendrick. I like Kendrick. But I will say I was very disappointed in the fact that Kendrick's supposed to be, rapping like he about to free the slaves, according to Drake. But not stepping up in a moment that I really feel like it could have been.
So are you really about that? Are you really about that?
Yeah, and like I know he gives back to the community, but I really am disappointed. I know I voted for Kamala Harris, Vice President, Madam Kamala Harris, and I just would have wished that somebody like Kendrick Lamar, who I know stands up for black men, black women, black children all the time, would have stepped up and utilized his voice. But then again, Kamala Harris, there might be some things in her path that he disagreed with, which kept him on the sideline, which it is what it is. So I don't know that situation, but if he was a supporter of her, I'm disappointed that he didn't use his platform to try to uplift her in any way. Absolutely. Kayla, Lewis Allen, thank you so much for joining us here today on Jammin' with Juice. Any last words you want to leave with the people for the holiday?
Protect your peace this holiday season. Go where you are loved. Spend time with your family and try to keep those traditions going.
Absolutely. Try to keep those traditions going. Y'all have a happy holiday. Enjoy Truth Nation for the rest of this week. We got a lot of great shows. And next,
great shows.
We got Tory Lowe is back. Y'all know he bringing all the smoke. But this has been Jammin' with Juice. Tory Lowe is up next. Thank y'all.
The Milwaukee Panthers hit the road again Wednesday night as they head to Orlando to take on the University of Central Florida Golden Knights.
Pullian shot fake, drive, teardrop is pure. Smooth move by Kentrell Pullian. Oh, that was pretty.
Scott Warris has the coverage Wednesday starting